Right up to race number 2. This is semi number 2. Let's give you some lane assignments. Lane 1 is NorCal. Lane 2, Newport. Lane 3, Oakland Strokes. Lane 4, St. Ignatius. Lane 5, Pacific. Lane 6, Berkeley High.
Now this race, Whitney, has already shown a clear leader. That's going to be lane 1 out in front. That's NorCal. No surprise, NorCal's been fast all year, and they are showing that speed early here in the semifinal. Right behind them in lane 2, Newport Aquatic Center, and then 3 boats across, Oakland, SI, and Pacific. Too close to call for that third qualifying position, Berkeley High in the trailing position. So this, if you look at the screen here, this is going to be a great race for third place. That's going to be the race to watch as NorCal and Newport work out ahead already.
Yeah, you're right. It looks like we had about 1:27 on the clock crossing that 500-meter mark. So that sets us up for a pretty fast time here. We're looking at NorCal making a pretty good move here in a bucket here, of all things. Look at this crew. We have a bucket now. Bob, we've talked a little bit about the bucket rig before, but what do you make of this? What's the purpose of a bucket here?
Well, when the bucket's in the middle of the boat, it's usually a power issue. It's usually a coach wanting to somehow balance a power imbalance. So if it concentrates the power with 2 oars on one side, it usually means the rower right behind the bucket on the opposite side is really strong, or those 2 rowers are strong. So it's just trying to get a lot of power, straighter line down the course. We're approaching the halfway markers now. NorCal continues in the lead. Newport Aquatic Center continues in second, but continued great racing for third place between Oakland, St. Ignatius College Preparatory of San Francisco, and Pacific Rowing Club, also from Lake Merced in San Francisco. Berkeley High School in the trailing final place position as we come down the course. Now falling off the pace a bit here, we see Pacific falling back, and we see St. Ignatius falling back. So Oakland now at the halfway markers moving into that coveted third place position by 6 seats over St. Ignatius for that third place position to go to the grand final. So it's NorCal, Newport, Oakland in that order looking to move on.
Now, you know, it's interesting here. It looks like, again, very roughly from our view here, it looks like NorCal actually crossed the halfway point in about 3 minutes here. So that actually speaks to them getting faster in that second 500. So they had about a 1:27 in the first 500, and they've moved into the second, through the second half of the race here in about 3 minutes. So they're actually getting a little bit faster here. So I'm actually very interested to see where this goes in the last half of this race, because this really speaks to their fitness here. Newport is really going to have to challenge them, and we'll see how Newport does and what they throw at them if they decide to, again, if they decide to just get into the grand final or really make a move on NorCal. But we will keep a close eye on that. Oakland Strokes in lane 3. It looks like also still challenging Newport, but we're going to keep an eye on NorCal here. I'm very curious to see what they bring to us in the last 500.
The NorCal men continue in the lead here, bow to stern, ahead of Newport Aquatic Center. NorCal Junior is hailing from the Redwood City area along the San Francisco Peninsula. Head coach of that program, Beth Anderson, doing a super job helping turn around the program, make it even faster. And men's coach, I believe John Cates, doing a super job with the men. So here they are coming into the spectator area. It's NorCal, then Newport, and Oakland looking unofficially to move on to the grand final. This is semifinal number 2, the last one for the men's youth eights.
And here comes NorCal being challenged very closely by Newport, who looks like they've decided to challenge NorCal coming into the last few strokes. It is NorCal, followed by Newport. Chased by Oakland Strokes in third, and that will be your 1, 2, 3. Moving on to the grand final. Then we follow SI, that is St. Ignatius. Pacific, and then Berkeley.